Right. Last class we have completed modifiers, accessibility modifiers we understood. And this is the important diagram we learn. In Java, we have 4 levels of accessibility modifiers: private, default, protected, public. Now these are the points we discussed, and diagram also we learn clearly. Yesterday we have discussed all the points related to accessibility modifiers. Okay, look at this first. Look at these questions, all questions, how many you understood? Need of this chapter, what is accessibility modifier, why accessibility modifier, how many accessibility modifier, how many of them are keywords, what is not a keyword, what the default accessibility modifier of Java, default, which is package. What are the differences between C++ and Java accessibility modifiers? In C++ we call access specifiers, in Java we call accessibility modifiers. In C++ we do not have default concept, in Java we have default concept, because in C++ we do not have package concept, in Java we have package concept. How many access level Java supports? We have 4 levels of accessibility modifiers: private, default, protected, public. 4. Okay. Next, what is the least access level, highest access level modifier? Private is the least access level, public is the highest accessible. Okay, opposite question. What is the least restricted and what is the highest restricted? Least restricted is public, highest restricted is private. Okay. Next, what is a private member and its rules? What is a default member and its rules? What is a protected member and its rules? What is a public member and its rules? Explain all above points with programs. We have learned program number 1, program number 2, program number 3, program number 4, program number 5. Class E extends A reference, CD error, C reference, CD error, E reference, C and D allowed. I have given some description. Next. And now the question. What is the difference between default and protected modifier? Within the same package, there is no difference between default and protected modifiers. We can access default and protected modifiers by using same A class name or by using subclass name in a subclass or normal class. But if you try to access default member in another package, compiler will throw error. If you try to access protected member in another package, no compile time error, but should be inside subclass by using subclass reference. Okay, fine. What is the difference between protected and public? Both protected public members are allowed to access in another package classes with a minimal difference. Public members can be accessed either in normal class or in subclass, either by using own class reference or by using subclass reference. But protected member is accessible to access with some restrictions. That is, protected member is allowed to access only in subclass, that too only by using the same subclass reference. It means protected member is not allowed to access in another package, in normal class, and with its own class reference or with other subclass reference. So these are the points we have understood. Yesterday we completed all these points. Okay, just quickly I given revision. Shall we move to the next points? Shall I ask some entry questions? Question number 1. Yesterday we discussed all these points with non-static members. Tell me, are these accessibility modifiers rules applicable to static members also? Okay, now let us try. Same a.java file I copy pasted, changing the name from A to f.java. Okay, now package P1 public class A. Now I am declaring this variable as static. I'm declaring this variable as static. I'm declaring static. I'm declaring it as static. Okay, all these members are declared as a static. When I declare them as a static, do I need object reference? Not required. We can directly use class name. What is the name of the class? Within the class, we can access directly by their name. Within the class, we can access directly by their name. Open command prompt window. Clear screen. Java C hyphen D dot F dot Java. Compile. I have to change the class name to F. Save. Clear screen. Compile. Compile successfully. And then execute Java p1.f. Executed output is 10, 20, 30, 40. ABCD. Next. Now. Next now. Clear screen. And now I'm trying to access in another class. What the another class? B. Copy paste B. Now B I am taking as ABCDFG G.Java. Same program, copy paste. Okay. Now I'm trying to remove this object reference. I'm trying to use class name. If you want to access one class members from another class, non-static members object, static members directly by using class name. And now tell me, private member, static private member is not allowed to access in another class. Right? So now I have to change the class name to Z. I need to take the name as what? F. Okay, save it. Then now clear screen. Java C hyphen D dot G dot Java. Look at that program compile. A has private access in F. Okay, why you need to import? F and G are in the same package, na? When they're in the same package, no need of import, right? Shiva Ramakrishna. Now we got compile time error. A is a private variable, cannot be accessible from another class. Okay, so private rule is applicable for static member. Fine. Then next, now copy C.Java. I want to verify default rule, na? GH. Default rule to verify, I need another package. Now another package P2, import P1.f, class H. Now extends keyword I'm not taking first. Now I'm removing this entire code. A reference also removed. Uncommenting. Now F.A, F.B, F.C, F.D. Save it. Okay. Now it's a normal class, not a subclass. Not a subclass. Tell me one line we will verify. Huh? One line will verify. First I will comment all. One line will verify. F.A private, it will throw error. Java C hyphen D dot H dot Java. Private member you cannot access. A has a private access in F. You cannot. Okay, commented. Default member. Default member cannot be accessible from another class. You will get compile time error. Pack B is not public in F. Okay. Default rule is applicable to static member also commented. Then C F dot C and tell me C is a protected member. It is a protected static member. Will get error or not? Yes, because the basic rule is what? If you want to access a member, class H must be subclass. Now not subclass. So C has a protected access in F. Okay. Now first rule. How many rules are there for protected? How many rules are there for protected? Two rules are there. Rule number one, it should be in the subclass. Yeah, it should be in the subclass. Okay, in the subclass I'm accessing. Second rule is what? Must be accessed with the same enclosing subclass. Same enclosing and the class in which we are accessing. The same enclosing subclass. What the enclosing subclass? H. But I am using what? Original enclosing class. Original enclosing class F. Tell me, allowed or not allowed? Second rule. First rule I satisfied. Second rule. Compiler not compiled. Come on. Compiler not compiled. Compiler not compiled. Not compiled, right? Array, if it is not compiled, why I am verifying all these points? Nonsense, time waste. Yes or no? Why I'll waste my time by testing all these things? Compiled. Okay, compiled. How, sir? Array, that is the difference between non-static member and static member. Compiled and executed. Java C p2.h. C value coming 30. Okay. So tell me, what is the difference between static protected member, non-static protected member? On static protected member, we have only one rule. That rule is, in another package, static protected member case should be accessible inside a subclass. The reference can be the original enclosing class or can be subclass. The reference can be its own enclosing class or can be subclass. Anything you can use. But come to non-static protected variable, you can access in another package only in subclass, only by using subclass reference. So that is the rule you need to understand. Now, public member, no confusion to the public member. It's compiled. Okay, it's compiled and executed, no problem. Okay, then now I am trying to write the same statements by using subclass reference. Okay, the same statements I am using subclass reference. What the subclass? H dot, H dot, H dot, H dot. Now subclass is H. H dot A, compiler throw error, private. H dot B, compiler throw error, default. Okay, there is no confusion here. Look at their compiler throwing two errors. A and B are compile time errors. Okay, now I'm commenting. Any error to H? No error. Any error to C and D? No error. Compile successfully, executed. We are getting 30, 40, 30, 40. So understand the difference between static protected member and non-static protected member rule. Okay, in Xerox material, you need to do correction. In Xerox material, okay, wrongly written. What is G? Is G subclass of H? Mr. Arvind? Is G subclass of H? Then how can I access with G? Is a protected accessibility modifier rule applied to static variable and static method? Answer is only one rule is applied. Only one rule is applied. Answer is only one rule is applied. Okay. In your material, please try to correct it. Of course, not possible to correct, but remember, possible using hard up reader. Okay. If it is possible, correct it. If possible, correct it. In your material, if possible, correct it. Now, is protected accessibility modifier rule applied to static variable and static method? What is your answer? Yes, but only one rule is applied. Okay. Okay, a static protected member, okay, in another package, a static protected member is accessible in only subclass, but can be either by using its own enclosing class or by using same subclass or any subclass, same subclass or any subclass, or by using any subclass, by using any of its subclasses. Like non-static, whereas non-static protected method must be is accessible only in subclass, that too by using that to only by using this current and closing subclass reference. We cannot use this members own class reference, but it is possible for static member. But it's possible for static member. Okay, I hope I cleared this point. Check once your material. In material, there's a small mistake is there. Please correct in material. Okay, and now moving to the next point. Some more interview questions are there. This is the first interview question on accessibility modifiers. Is a protected accessibility modifier rule applied to static variable and static method? Answer is yes, but partially. Okay, yes, but partially. Only one rule is applied. Let me correct it. Let me write like that, but partially. Only one rule is applied. Right click, open. Let me add that word. Partially. Only one rule is applied. Okay. Next questions. And now try to answer. I'm going to write. I'm copying of GHCD. D copying. D class is called what? GHI. I. Now it's a normal class. It's not a subclass. It's a normal class. And tell me, if it is a normal class, in a normal class, anyways, I'm trying to use F dot A, not allowed, F dot B, not allowed, F dot C, allowed, F dot D, allowed. Come on, allowed or not allowed? How many statements are allowed? How many statements are not allowed? Can you guess? F dot A, F dot B, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. F dot C, allowed? F dot C, allowed or not allowed? F dot C, not allowed. Clear screen. Java C hyphen D dot. What the class name? I dot Java F dot C compiler throw error, 3 errors. I should import the class now. P1.f and class name should change to I. These are the copy paste mistakes, not my mistakes. Don't consider those mistakes are mine. Look at that, we have 3 errors, ABC. Okay, I'm commenting ABC. Protected variable cannot be accessed in normal class. Okay. Now, am I allowed to access? Am I allowed to access these variables by using subclass H? Tell me, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Okay. H is belongs to same package, so no problem. All right. Now I'm going to compile. Again, you will get the same 3 errors. Okay. Right. Not allowed. Only public members are allowed to access. So if it is not a subclass, you cannot access. If not a subclass, you cannot access protected member. Now compile successfully, and the D variable is value will come Java hyphen D Java p2.i. Now we're getting output 40. Okay. Then next. Now I'll write program something like this. Observe I.java changing to A B C D F G H I J dot Java. I am writing here same package. Okay. P2 package J, and in J I am making this J as subclass of F, subclass of F. Bolo no. What members allowed to access, what member not allowed to access out of these 8 lines? Tell me. F dot A not allowed, F dot B not allowed, F dot C, F dot C allowed or not allowed? F dot C allowed or not allowed? F dot C allowed or not allowed? F dot C is allowed because it is now subclass. Next, F dot D allowed. Okay. Next, tell me. H dot A allowed? No. H dot B allowed? No. H dot C allowed? You must access protected variable inside subclass by using its own enclosing class or by using any one of the subclass. Or by using any one of the subclass, no problem, I told you, right? Any one of the subclass you can access, no problem. H.C allowed. H.C allowed, Baba. H is a subclass, accessing inside subclass, no problem, na? What told in another package, a static protected member is accessible in only subclass, in only in subclass, either by using its own enclosing class or by using any of its subclass reference. By using any of its subclass reference, any of its subclasses reference, then H is a subclass already of the F class, so you can access, no problem. We'll get totally 4 compile time errors in this program. Clear screen. Totally 4 compile time errors. What is this one? I place what you write? J. Totally 4 compile time errors we will get. AB, AB. Now I'm commenting AB, 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 AB. I commented. Tell me. F, C and D, no compile time error, compile successfully. Okay. Even you can access them. Even you can access them by using what? By using what? J also. J dot, J dot, J dot, J dot. And tell me, is these 2 lines compile or not compiled? Not compiled. Compiler throw error because private product default members you cannot access. Output is 30, 40, 30, 40, 30, 40. You need to practice. You need to practice. In material, all these 5 programs are there. Check. Why are feeling J.C is not allowed? Yeah, if you declare a protected member as a static, it is allowed to access inside a subclass by using any subclass reference. If you declare protected member as a non-static, it is allowed to access in a subclass, by using only subclass reference. Only by using the current subclass reference. This rule is only, protected member will get rule only, protected member rule is only when they are accessing in different package. Look at there, different package. Now, here I am trying to use what? P1 package. Class G also P1 package. Now the C variable protected variable, I am accessing in a normal class. Allowed or not allowed? allowed. That's what I'm telling. Within the package, there is no difference between default and protected members. Default member, however, access, protected member also same way accessed. Don't confuse. Within the package, no rules. Outside package, only rule. All these rules are meant for only outside package. That's why I given a diagrammatic representation. Okay, that's why I given you diagrammatic representation. Very clear diagrammatic representation. Where within the package, look at there. A to B, within the package, you can access directly, no restriction. However, you are accessing default member by using enclosing class. Protected member also you can access by using enclosing class. And B, no need to be subclass. Where within the same package, the protected rule is applied where in different. Okay. Class C extends A only by using class reference, should be subclass. When another package came into picture, then only protected rules, 2 rules are coming. Otherwise, no rules. Already I given this point. What is the difference between default and protected? Default member can be accessible only within the same package class, either in the normal class or in the subclass, either by using its own class reference or by using its own or it's using subclass reference. Protected member can be accessible either within the same package class or in the other package class. Point number 1 difference. As long as we are accessing protected member within the same package classes, it will act exactly same as a default member. It means within the same package classes, we can access protected member either in the normal class, either in the normal class or in the subclass, either by using its own class reference or by using its subclass reference. Okay, but if you are accessing in another package, then rules are coming. Okay. So that's point you need to realize. Okay, now, shall I ask another questions? Are you ready? Okay. Tell me, I want to ask question that is something like this. I want to create a class with some members. These members must be allowed to access only by my subclass programmers. I want to create a member inside my class, and that members must be accessible only by my subclass programmer. If normal programmer is trying to access, I want to throw error. What will you do? What will you do? You must declare that variable or method as a protected. Define it as a protected. Okay, next question. If I declare it as a protected, within the same package, can you stop me to access from normal class? Within the package, can you stop me from accessing in a normal class? No. When the protected keyword rule is applied, only when you are accessing from another package. I want yellow, listen carefully. I want yellow other programmer. The meaning of another programmer is another package. Tell me, I don't want yellow my neighbor come to my home. My neighbor, what the meaning of my neighbor? He belongs to your house, another house. Another house, right? Whenever I say the statement another programmer means another package. Got clarity? Yeah? Remember it. Either interviewer asking, or I am asking, or advanced faculty asking, anybody asking. I don't want other programmer to access my member. What to do? Other member means other class and other package, both will come. So I don't want other programmer to access my class. Then you should say declare it as a private. 2 answers you must give. Declare it as a private, and don't want other package class programmer don't want to access, then declare it as protected. Is this clear? Terminology clear? Again repeating. If you don't want other programmer to access your class members, sometimes he may be available in the same package, sometimes he may be available in another package. If you don't want other programmer within the package don't want to access, then declare it as private. You don't want other package programmer want to access, then declare it as default. Other package programmer I don't want to allow to access, then declare as default. Now listen. I want to allow other programmer to access, but only in subclass. But only in subclass. Don't want to allow normal classes to access. That too by using subclass reference, then declare it as non-static protected. I want to allow other package programmer to access my member, but only in subclass, either by using my class reference or subclass reference, then declare it as a protected static. So these are all the statements you have to write your own notes. When you write your own notes, then only you will understand. Just by listening my words, if you are just by listening my words, if you are leaving feeling that yeah, understood, then finally you will not get clarity fully. You will not get experience. So when private, when protected, when default, when public, and when following by static, non-static, all points if you prepare, then you'll feel more enjoyed, more understand. Look at here. How should we declare a variable to be accessed only by subclass object reference? Declare it as protected. But this protected rule is applied only for another package, not within the same package. Okay. Next. There is a class called java.lang.object class, sir. Just one test case I'm giving. Just to think, one test case I'm giving. We have a predefined class called java.lang.object class, which is the super class of all classes, and it is our super class. In this class, we have 12 methods. Among these methods, one method is declared as a private, 2 methods are declared as a protected, and remaining 9 methods are declared as a public. Okay, by seeing this statement, what did you understand? By seeing this statement, by reading this statement, what did you understand? Can you please justify? One method is declared as a private. Acha, this method should not be allowed to access by anybody outside programmer, should be called within the same class. That's why declared as a private. Oh, okay. 2 methods are declared as a protected. Oh, protected, and these methods should be called by only the same subclass object. These methods should be called only by using same subclass object. Acha, another programmer should not call these 2 methods. Another programmer should not call these 2 methods on another class object. For example, if you have A class, A is a subclass of object. This is a B class, B also subclass of object. Using B object dot, you are allowed to access the 2 methods, B dot X and B dot Y. But using A object in B class, inside B class, using A, you are not allowed to call A dot X and you are not allowed to call A dot Y. Java.lang.object class has 2 methods as a protected method to stopping one programmer to call these 2 methods on another class object. Okay, further they have declared them as what? Protected. Now 9 methods are declared as a public, which shall we do? Any class programmer can call these 9 methods either by their own object or by another objects, your wish. Understand? Understand? To force us access these methods only on our own subclasses, but not on other people objects, they declare as a protected. Try to understand. Again repeating. Try to understand one statement here. Generally, what will you do? You know, what type of mindset we have nowadays? There is a one person and another person. Always what type of mind is started now on, nowadays, every time this person want to take care of himself, always want to destroy other person. This is only the target. Okay, every time people once they wake up, even while sleeping also, always people are becoming what type of mind? Always wanted to create the problem to others. This is only the target. How to create the problems to others. This is only the target. This is how day by day people are becoming very cruel. How to destroy others. You know, healthy competition is not there. Okay, with the healthy competition, okay, come on, let us see what you do, what I do. with this healthy competition, if you go forward, it's wonderful. But without healthy competition, unable to come in the competition, so there only one thing: destroy. Let me destroy. Let me destroy. This is only the target. Simple example. Now the corona came. Okay, simple example. Corona came. Corona and what something like coming. Corona came. Corona spread in the market. Then what are you doing? Now you are wearing silently to protect yourself to your face. You are wearing mask, right? You are wearing mask, na? You are wearing mask and protecting yours. Hey, it look like sun, na? Whatever. Now tell me, you are wearing mask. Try to observe now. Same point here. By using mask, your face, you are protecting, right? You are protecting your face. What are you doing? Protecting. Are catching my point? So tell me, in java.lang.object class, okay, in java.lang.object class, we have two methods: clone method, and finalize method. There are two methods are there. For the current topic, accessibility modifiers. In accessibility modifiers, we have an accessibility modifier called protected. Clone and finalize. These two methods are declared as what? Protected. Now my question is, why these two methods are declared as a protected? For stop calling, okay, for stop calling these two methods by one programmer on another program object. For example, I am taking this fellow as a clerk, okay, and I have a object called what? A bank account. Now I have my bank account object with some money in the balance variable. Okay, some money is there in the balance variable. Let's say some 5,000 rupees something is there. Now this clerk wanted to cheat. Okay, now when a customer came, now this customer is trying to withdraw 5,000 rupees here. He knows already in another person account 5,000 rupees is there on this object. Which object it is? Bank account object. On a bank account object, this fellow calling clone method. If clone method is called, what happened? This object is cloned, new object is created with a balance variable. How much? 5,000. Tell me, 5,000 rupees deposited or not deposited? Not deposited. This 5,000 rupees going to clerk pocket, and my account 5,000 rupees are going to another person account. Finally, who is losing? I am losing, or bank losing? Bank losing. You know, clone operation is the danger operation. So should not allow everybody to call. So when you declare method as a protected, what are you doing? You are not allowing one class calling that method on normal class objects. Okay, you can stop calling one class method on another class object. Let's say if both are subclasses, then you cannot call clone method on, okay, you cannot call protected method on another class objects. If you try to call protected method, will throw error. So what is the point we are trying to understand? Why object class methods are declared as a protected? So by declaring clone and finalize methods are protected, Sun Microsystem forcing us to access these methods only on our objects, not on other class objects. Okay, simple. Two questions are very important. How should we declare a variable to be accessed only by subclass object reference? By using protected. In java.lang.object class, why? In java.lang.object class, why clone and finalize methods are declared as a protected, not calling these two methods inside a class on another class objects? Okay, just remember, if interview ask a question, you must answer. These are the two important questions from java.lang.object class. In coming days, more practically we are going to learn. So just protected keyword understanding purpose, just I given some idea on this topic. Okay, fine. So now we have completed two important questions now. Now, first we discussed about accessibility modifiers yesterday. Yesterday we got clarity on private, default, protected, public, full clarity we got yesterday. And today I have explained to you all these accessibility modifiers are rule applied on static members. Applied on static members. Yeah, private rule applied. Okay, default rule applied. Protected rule, okay, partially applied. Public rule is a public doesn't have any rules now. Public rule also applied. So only static point of view we have difference. And then we ask the question protected. Tell me when I should declare a member as a protected in another package only within the same subclass. If you want to access by using the same subclass, you have to declare your member as a protected. Okay, so these are the points we have completed. Now I'm entering into more dangerous points. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now I'm entering into more dangerous points, more confusion points. You know, majority of the people in Java field has understood private, default, protected, public, all. Okay, default, protected, public, default, all points are understood to majority people. But there is a small confusion. There is a small confusion and, wrongly explained, wrong confusion and wrongly explained point is there. Now you need to understand. You know, why they explain wrongly? Because correctly if I explain, you don't understand. So we have a one mechanism. Somehow we'll make you remember. Like right or wrong, least bother. Okay, look at here. I wanted to ask you one small question. I'm creating class called A. Inside class, I have one variable int x. This variable I can declare as a private. Okay, I can declare as a private. I can declare as a default. I can declare as a protected. I can declare as a public. Okay, I can go for all four, no problem. All four accessibility modifiers. Okay, all four accessibility modifiers you can declare, no problem. Now the danger point is, can I declare class as a private? We need to understand. Can we declare class as a private? Can we declare class as a default? Can we declare class as a protected? Can we declare class as a public? Come on. Can you declare class as all four accessibility modifiers? Direct statement I am giving. We cannot declare outer class as what? Private and protected. Okay, private and protected. Wonderful statement people will give. Wonderful, marvelous statement will give. Array, outer class, and already told in the class that is there directly in a Java file. The class that is there directly in a Java file is called outer class. The class is not part of any class. The class which is not part of any class is called outer class. Okay, directly created inside a Java file is called outer class. Then tell me, we cannot declare outer class as a private or protected. Okay, because so great statement, super statement. Because private and protected is applicable only for class members. Only for class members. Emi statement, wonderful statement. Applicable only for class members. Why? Why only class members? Don't ask. Okay, this is a correct statement. I'm Mr. Shahrukh, Mr. Lungi Dance. I'm not telling that this is a wrong statement. I am telling this is a right statement, Baba. Protected and private and protected not allowed to apply to class. Correct. Because private protected is applicable only for class members. Correct. Correct. I'm telling correct. Now, if you apply private and protected to a class, compiler will throw error. So the statement will be there. Super. Wonderful. This is a correct statement. Let us check in the system. Let us check in the system. People will come to the system. Right click, new, new, create a text file. Okay, now k dot java, k dot java. Okay, already program typed, already program readily typed, but I will type now. Class K. Now declare it as a private. Declare this class as a private. Save it. Go to command prompt. Compile it. Java C k dot java compile. Look at there, compiler throwing error. What? Modifier private not allowed here. Look at there. Okay, and now let me change private to protected. Save it. Clear screen. And now compile. Look at there, compiler throwing error. Modifier protected not allowed here. So what is allowed to the outer class? To the outer class protected not allowed. To the outer class private not allowed. Okay, to what allowed to this? Now I am taking class K, not applied any private or protected or public. Then what is there before this class? Default is there. Let's see, allowed or not allowed. Allowed. And then next, now I am trying to take ijk l, and now this class K, I am declaring it as a public. Okay, I am declaring this class as a public, leaving L as a what do you call, default. Look at there, compiled or not? Compile. Look at there. That's all. Very simple topic. If interviewer ask a question, can we apply private and protected to the class? What you must answer? No, we cannot allow. So simple point, we cannot declare outer class as a private and protected, because private and protected is applicable only for class members. If you apply private protected to a class, compiler will throw error. That's all. Very simple topic. Completed. 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 You people are happily accepting with the word. That's all. That's all who automatically working on these words, and life is happily going in your life. If interviewer ask a question, why private protected not allowed? They are applicable to only class members, not to the class. Why not apply to class members? Apply to only class members, not allowed to class. Can you say like that to the interviewer? If I am there in the interview, I will ask something way. What I'll ask now? You know, right? To the outer class, private and protected accessibility modifiers are not allowed. Compiler will throw error. Then I will put a statement. Why compiler throw error? Sorry, my SAR not covered. Why your SAR not covered? Because in a Kathy Sira textbook, complete reference textbook, okay, in websites, these questions are not there to copy. Are you catching my point? If nowhere these questions are not there, you must think, na? You must little bit, you have to think to give answer, right? That's why you are called no trainer. That's why you are called no intelligent fellow. What do you say? Is my argument right? That's why I promised you, I will not only make you like a compiler, JVM, programmer, I will also make you James Gosling. Okay, I'll also make you James Gosling. What the meaning of James Gosling? Every rule has a reason behind it. That reason also I'll explain like James Gosling. Right? I told you how James Gosling was designed platform independence to Java language. Right? Go and watch YouTube videos are there. Change your mindset. Never accept just rule. This is a rule. Why that rule? It's a syntax. Why that syntax rule? There is some problem. Come on. Simple, Baba. Simple. I strongly follow one thing. Now observe now. Just I am telling the learning path. I promised you, I will not only teach Java, how to learn Java also I will teach. The path to learn Java. If you declare class as a private, just apply what is the meaning of private. Just you question it, enough answer will come. If you declare class as a private, what the meaning of it? This class name A is allowed to access only in the enclosing class. Let me give clarity. Let me give clarity. If I declare int x equal to 10 as a private, what is the meaning of the statement private? What the meaning of the statement private? This variable. What the meaning of this variable? This statement. This variable x. This variable x allowed to access this variable x. This variable x allowed you to access in its enclosing class. What the enclosing class? A open bracket to closed bracket. Up to here you are allowed to access anywhere. So if you declare, let me write a statement. If we declare a variable as a private, simple point now. A variable or method as a private, we can access them only within their enclosing class. Enclosing means the class in which we created that variable and method is called what? Enclosing class. Same point. If we declare outer class as a private, what the meaning of it? We must access this outer class only within its enclosing class. Right? Because outer class doesn't have enclosing class. Voila, we cannot declare it as private. Aipoya. Very simple topic. James Costling required to answer this question. Common sense. Simple common sense. If you apply common sense, answer will come. Okay? All you people got clarity? Yeah? Can you able to explain this reason why? If intern ask a question, why we cannot declare as a private? Why compiler throw error? Modifier, private, not allowed here because there is no enclosing. Private means only accessible within the enclosing. There is no enclosing member, you cannot declare. So this is my request to all. Just blindly don't accept the statements. Blindly don't accept the statements by any website or any faculty. If somebody say the rule, they must say the reason behind the rule also. Okay, if they're not telling the reason behind the rule, you must question them. Why, sir? Why? It's automatic. Automatic and go and slap him. I done the payment not for knowing automatically. I want to know everything. If I want to know automatically, no need to join online classes, no need to come to Amirpet. There are so many websites are there. So many online videos are there. Why I come to here? To learn the reasons behind the rules. To learn the concepts which are there in the company. I wanted to learn how these concepts are used in the projects in the company. Next, can I hope with this knowledge you can start thinking why protected not allowed? Why protected not allowed? Okay, why private not allowed? Understood. Now tell me why protected not allowed? Why protected not allowed? Bolo. Protected is not allowed because the meaning of protected what? Let me write the code again. Let me write the code again. Tell me. I am writing. Okay, class A if I create, inside class if I declare protected int x equal to 10, what the meaning of it? What the meaning of it? The meaning of protected is this X variable can be accessible within the same enclosing class, and even it can be accessible in another package where only in the subclass of its enclosing class. Only in the subclass of its enclosing class. What the enclosing class? A. A subclass is what? B. In the B class, you are allowed to access. Am I right? Now, if I declare class A as a protected, if I declare class A as a protected, what the meaning of it? Access class A only inside the subclass of its enclosing class. Access class A only inside the subclass of its enclosing class. Hey, a outer class doesn't have enclosing class. Okay, because a outer class doesn't have enclosing class. A outer class doesn't have enclosing class. We cannot declare outer class as protected. Everyone understand? I hope now you can give solid reasons to the interviewer, and interviewer should feel so happy. You should see his happy smile face. Okay? You should see his happy smile face. You know, the way you are giving answers, you know, when you give this type of answers, interviewer feels so happy. Okay? Compile time error, modifier, protected, not allowed here. Okay? So I'm requesting you, show your HK product talent. No, I want always see that you must be different from others the way thinking. If you're also thinking like normal people, then there is no difference between you and others. Why should I give job to you? Always I'll ask a question. Why you should join in my batch? Always interview ask a question, same question. Why should I give job? There are so many developers are there, so many employees are there. Why I should give job to you? So what is your specialty? These questions will ask. Then you should prove, hey, I am different from others. Okay, I hope you got clarity on this point. With this explanation, with this analyzation, now I hope remaining questions you can easily answer. Taka, you can answer. Okay, I told you the concept and I told you the reason behind the concept. I hope all you enjoyed. Next, moving to the next point. Tell me, can I declare inner classes as a private, protected, public? Can I declare inner classes? I'm taking class some M. I'm taking some class name as M. Inside class M, I'm creating class A. Class A. Okay. Now class A I'm declaring as a private. Is it allowed? Yes. Because it's a member of the class and it is having the access to only within the enclosing class. Next, can I declare default B? Tell me, I forgot to ask one more question. Tell me, why class is allowed to declare as? Why class is allowed to declare as default and why outer class is allowed to declare as default and public? What do you answer? To access default, we can access default and public members anywhere within the project, within the package and outside package directly by their name. We no need of enclosing class. Or you can say default means we can access within the package directly by their name. Public means anywhere we can access. Yeah, correct. We cannot declare outer class as a static, because static means what? Provide memory, only one copy memory. Provide only one copy memory. Class already has one copy memory. Class has already one copy memory only. Why again you declare it as a what do you call a static and confusing? A class will allow only one copy memory, then why we need again tell static? It's a nonsense, useless. Okay, then now let us test all the points. I created a class. Inside class, inner classes declare as a private, protected, and then declare it as public. Okay, all four accessibility modifiers are A, B, C, D. All are allowed, no problem, because they have enclosing class, they are the members of the class. Okay, next question. You know, we have a variables next to class, outer class. First, this is outer class. Outer class because it is directly available, not part of any class. And next, these are called what? Inner classes. Inner classes. Okay, I have a question, sir. Carefully think. I am defining one method, sir. Inside method, also I can create one class. Inside method also we can create a class E. Okay, then this class is called method local inner classes, or you can say method level inner classes. These are called what level inner classes? These are class level inner classes. These are class level inner classes. These are method level inner classes. Okay, because you are creating inside a method. Come on, everyone should discuss. Everyone should think yourself. Whenever you create a variable, let me take M2 method. Whenever you take one variable inside a method, what is the meaning of it? This variable is allowed to access only within this method only, not allowed to go outside of the method. Am I confusing you? All you understand what the meaning of it? The meaning of this variable is, if you declare a variable inside a method, the meaning is what? This variable belongs to M2 method. It is allowed to access only within this method only. Babu, its scope is lesser than private scope, na? Come on. This X variable scope is lesser than private scope, right? Private scope is what? In all methods within the same class. Now, if you create a variable, or if you create a variable inside a method, its scope is lesser than Private scope. Then can you tell me, can I declare it as a private? Can I declare local variable as a private? Can we declare local variable as a private? Is it possible or not possible? No use. Compiler asking why you are writing. Illegal start of expression. Compiler throwing error, illegal start of expression. Why you are writing it, Rabaya? It is asking the question. Huh? Now tell me next. Can I declare it as a default? Can I declare it as a default? Can we declare as default? Default is package level. Private not allowed, and how default is allowed? Private not allowed, right? Default how allowed? Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Any error? Any error? No error. No error. No error means, is it a default accessibility modifier? No. If I create this variable at a class level without any accessibility modifier, then what happened? If we declare the variable at a class level without any accessibility modifier, what happened? It is considered as a default. If you take here, what happened? If you take here, what happened? It is local to method. Nothing. No accessibility modifier. Okay, there is no accessibility modifier to the variables declared inside a method. Don't confuse. Then any compile time error? No compile time error. Now its scope is what? Default scope is what? Only within the method. Okay. Now I am trying to declare it as protected int y equal to protected into y equal to 20. Allowed or not allowed? Let's may say that is a, this is a P. Let me take this is a P, and I'm taking this is a Q, and now PQR I am writing. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Compiler throw error. Compiler will throw error. Okay. Compiler will throw error. Then next, can I declare as a public? Public, no, not allowed. Public PQR, yes. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Compiler throw error. So can we declare local variables as? Can we declare local variables as a what do you call private default protected? No. Can we add a default? No, because this is a by default scope is within the method. Similarly, I have created a local class. Okay, can we declare method local class as a private? Allowed or not allowed? Come on, discuss. Take decision. Can we declare method local inner class as a private? No. Compiler throw error. Illegal start of expression. Next, can I declare as a default? Can we declare as a default? No, but it is not default. It is a method level scope. Now, next, can I declare as a protected class A, B, C, D, F, G? Allowed? Not allowed. Okay. Can I declare as a public class GH? Not allowed. Compiler throw error. So, accessibility modifiers to the outer class, the allowed accessibility modifiers are only to the outer class. The allowed accessibility modifiers are only to public, default, and public. Okay, default and public. Okay, then next, class level, to the class level inner class, all 4 accessibility modifiers are allowed. To the method level Inner a class, all 4 accessibility modifiers are not allowed. Okay, fine. The next, I'm taking variables, sir. Class level variable. Class level variables. Class level variables are what? Let's say int x, int x. Okay, tell me. Let me take int a. Can I declare int a as a private? Already verified. Allowed. Can I take default? Default? Allowed. Can I take protected? Allowed. Can I take public? Can I take public? Allowed. A, B, C, D. Control 1. Allowed or not? Allowed. Everyone, understand? Next question. Try to observe now. Next point, try to understand now. Next point, try to understand now. I am creating a method, void m1. Okay, to the method, private, allowed, default, allowed, protected, allowed, public also allowed. Okay, control 1, compile. Okay, I have to change the method names m1, m2, m3, m4. m1 already there. Achha, m1, m2 already there. Let me take it as m11, m21, m2, m21, m31, m41. Next, now observe. There are 2 types of methods are there. Concrete method and abstract method. There is a concept called abstract method. Abstract void m51 I am taking. Abstract method means no logic. Abstract method means no logic. Then who will provide the logic to this method? Subclass. I'm taking what the name of this class? M. Okay. Now the subclass called N will provide logic to that method. Void m51 open bracket closed bracket. Are you catching my point? If you declare a method as an abstract to this method, who will write the logic? Subclass will write logic. Tell me, can I declare it as a private? Come on, sir, think. Can I declare it as a private? No. Why? If you declare it as a private, how this method can go out of this class and subclass to override the logic? Common sense, na? Common sense, right? Compiler will throw error. Look at there. Illegal combination of modifiers, abstract and private. Okay, private, abstract, void, m15, compiler will throw error. Okay, clear? Everyone, got clarity? Yeah? Now, can I declare this abstract method as default? Default. Yeah, no problem. It is coming to subclass, allowed. We should declare class as abstract because abstract method is there. Control 1 compiled. Control 1 compiled. Look at there. Then next. Now can I declare this method as, okay, let me take abstract protected I am writing. Protected abstract m61 allowed, allowed, but we should write that method here, otherwise compiler throw error to class n. Yes, allowed. M61 and cannot override access privileges. We have to take same accessibility modifier protected. Okay, next, can I declare abstract method as public abstract void m71, allowed or not allowed? Allowed. And you have to override that method in the subclass, otherwise compiler throw error. N is not abstract, doesn't override. Open bracket, close bracket. M7 cannot be right. Abstract. Ayyo. Copy paste mistakes. Compile successfully. Okay. So a abstract method. These are what methods? These are called concrete methods. We have two types of methods, concrete methods. Okay, and and these methods are called what? Abstract methods. Abstract methods. These are concrete methods and these are abstract methods. To the concrete method, we can apply all accessibility modifiers. To the abstract method, we cannot apply private. Remaining three are allowed to apply. Okay, next question. We have a concept called constructor. What is the concept, Nana? Constructor. We have a concept called constructor. Right. Now I want to talk with class K. I want to take with the class K. Constructor point I want to explain with the class K. We have a concept called constructor, default constructor. What the constructor? Default constructor. Save it, control 1, compile, and do you remember? Do you remember? We have Java P command. We have Java P command. Java P command we have, remember? Using Java P command, we can see the internal bytecode. Already I have configured Java P command with edit plus. Compiler command, JVM command, Java P command already have configured. So now I'm using control 1 for compilation and control 2 for execution, control 3 for Java P command. Look at there, class K default internally contains something. What is this something? Whose name is same as class name and doesn't have return type. It is called constructor. Look at here. In this class K, I have not created any constructor, but still I got one constructor. It is added by compiler. So this constructor is called what? Default constructor. Default constructor. What is the default constructor accessibility modifier? Public. Okay. Public conformer, no, public not conform, public not conform. Observe. Now earlier class K is public, that's why constructor also public. Now class is now not public, that's why constructor is not public. Did you understand? So if a class is public, constructor also public. If a class is not default, constructor is also default. Which constructor? Every constructor, only default constructor. Only default constructor. Are you catching my point? Default constructor accessibility modifiers are same as class accessibility modifier. What accessibility modifiers allowed to class? To private and protected not allowed, default and public allowed. So what are the accessibility modifier to default constructor? Only what? Default and public. But there is another kind of constructor is there. What is that? Default constructor, and another type of constructor is there, programmer defined constructor. Programmer defined constructor. So if you create the constructor, programmer defined constructor. If you define the constructor, class name is same. Our class name is what? M. Okay, our class name, current class name is M. You can declare this constructor as private, no problem. Look at there, compile successfully. M as a private access, so you cannot create subclass. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll comment it. Only for knowing purpose only now I have created private M. Okay, in class or interface enum expected somewhere bracket missing. Okay, then control 1 compile successfully. Then next class private default. I'm taking constructor as a default, so you have to take a parameter int. Same signature you cannot maintain, right? So M1 of int x, compile successfully. I am declaring constructor as a protected. You have to take some other parameter type double. Okay, now look at there, compile successfully. Next I am declaring it as a public some other parameter string I am taking. Allowed or not? Allowed. Hello, Puji. All people got clarity? Yeah? So very important, very important topic. What is that? Constructor. If you take constructor, there are two constructors are there. What are the two constructors? Default constructor given by compiler. Default constructor given by compiler, and no param, and param constructors, no param and param constructors defined by, in place of given by, I want write generated by and defined by programmer. Okay, so now you can declare them with any of the accessibility modifiers. Hello, all people got clarity of what I am explaining? So very important point. Very important points. Please try to answer. What are the different programming elements we have? Number one, inner class. Number one, class. Class is nothing but outer class. Outer class. Then next, inner class. Inner class. Okay. And then next, variables. 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 And then next what? Methods. And next what? Constructors. Programming elements, Buja, constructors. And also we have what? Constructors, we have what? Blocks. And also we have what? Module. And also we have what? Package. 8 programming elements now. Package. So these are the programming elements we have. Then I have a question. Carefully answer. Module is module. Okay. Module is module. Package is package. And then outer class. Inner class, we have 2 levels of inner class. Class level inner class. And then what? Method level inner class. Class level inner class, method level inner class. Variables also 2 types of variables. What are the 2 types of variables? Class level variables and then what? Method level variables, right? 2 types of variables. Methods are of 2 types of methods. What are the 2 types of methods? Concrete methods and abstract methods. All right. Constructors are 2 types of constructors. Default constructor, then no parameter or parameter constructors. No parameter or parameter constructor. Hey. No parameter or parameter. Blocks. Okay, we have 3 types of blocks. Local block, static block, instance block. So total 3 types of blocks are there. Oh my God. These many are there. Oh my God. Okay. Next, accessibility modifiers. What the accessibility modifiers we have? Private, default, protected, and then what? Public. Now you need to tell me accessibility modifiers are allowed to whom, not allowed to whom. Are you ready to tell? Private to the module, allowed or not allowed? Module is by default outer. There is no enclosing, not allowed. No. Protected, no. Public, no. Next, package is also outer. No. Arey, try to understand. Accessibility modifiers are meant for what? Protecting our data, not allowing to access by other people. Module package doesn't contain any data, na? Module package doesn't contain any data, right? So that's why not required of any accessibility modifier. Outer class. To the outer class, what is allowed, what is not allowed? Private, not allowed. Default, allowed, yes. And next, protected, not allowed. Public, allowed or not allowed? Public, allowed, yes. Then next, class level inner class. To the class level inner class, private, class level, all are allowed. All 5 allowed. All are you answering? I hope all are allowed. All are allowed. Then next, method level inner class. To the method level inner class, all are not allowed. So the method level tuch, no accessibility modifier. So it is only scope allowed only for the method, not allowed. Are you understanding? Variables, again 2 levels, class level, method level. Class level, allowed. Class level and no need to think, allowed. Next tell me, method level, not allowed. Okay. What next? Methods. There are 2 types of methods, concrete method, abstract method. Concrete method already has logic, so no need to override. Allowed. Next, abstract method, private, not allowed. Default, allowed. Protected, allowed. Then next, public, allowed. Next, constructors, default constructor, same as outer class. In a default constructor, again we have 2 types of default constructors. Hey, in a constructor, again, two types of default constructors. Class level default constructor, method level default constructor. Oh my God. Okay, class level, okay, class level inner class default constructor, method level inner class default constructor. Oh my God, sir, confusing, confusion, nahi hai, just accept karo. Class level inner class, method level inner class. Tell me, class level inner class, all accessibility modifiers are allowed na? Default constructor accessibility modifier is same as class na? Conformer. Then class level inner class, go. Class level inner class, all five allowed, right? All five allowed. Copy. Then all five are allowed for class level inner class. Copy paste. Yes or no? Tell me. Method level inner class. To the method level inner class, any accessibility modifier allowed? No. Right? Huh? Method level inner class, no accessibility modifier allowed. Copy. Come here. Paste. Ante. Okay, na? One more word is there. Outer class. Okay, one more is there. Outer class. Sir. One more is there, outer class. Confusing, I am torturing you more. You talk about inner class. No, default constructor also available in where? Outer class, right? In outer class, same outer class constructor. Copy, paste. Simple, very simple. Okay, sir, I don't want this much confusion and you can ignore it, no problem. Okay, so outer class default constructor allowed accessibility modifiers are only default and public. Okay, default constructor in class level inner class, all four accessibility modifiers allowed because they're allowed to the outer class, class level inner class. Next, no method level inner class. Okay, method level inner class, all accessibility modifiers are not allowed. You cannot apply all. So this is the, okay. So if you are too much confusing about inner classes, okay, you can ignore them. You can ignore them if you want, and you can make it only outer class. Okay, you can make it only outer class. If you want to simplify, you can ignore. But I want to make it available. So if you understand, it's okay. Not understand, also okay. Just learn. Constructor topics little heavy. Now, no parameter constructor. Then tell me, it is my wish. Okay, it is my wish. I can add what are the accessibility modifiers I wish. I can add all. I can add all. Now all four accessibility modifiers are allowed. Okay, I can add all four because it's my own. I am creating, programmer creating. Can you tell me? Block is what? Simple. Block concept is what? Block means observe. Just to open bracket, closed bracket. Okay, block means just to open bracket, closed bracket. Tell me, can you call these blocks? No, by default you cannot call blocks. When you cannot call blocks, then all four are not allowed to the blocks. Excellent. I am expecting you to ask that question. Only one student asked that. Tushar. Thank you. What he asked the question, sir, no parameter constructor. But what about all these three? Will not come? Yes, will come. Okay, they will come. Okay. No parameter, parameter const outer class, my wish. Class level inner class. To the class level inner class, uh, class level I can write all. Class level I can write all, no problem. And tell me method level private protected default by default not allowed na. Method level private default protected by default not allowed. So what the statement now? No. Good question. Method level inner class, our own constructors, you cannot declare as. They're available only to access within that class only. The constructors cannot be declared. So this is the little heavy topic about all programming elements. For all programming elements, which accessibility modifier is allowed and not allowed. So I am requesting you, you must prepare this table by you yourself. Already this table must be there in your textbook. Okay, look at here. Outer class, inner class, variables, methods, constructors, blocks. Module package I have not taken by default, not allowed. Outer class, private default, inner class, class inner class allowed, method level not allowed. Variables, class level, method level not allowed. Methods, concrete methods allowed, abstract method not allowed. Constructor, default constructor, same as class. And no parameter constructor, all four are allowed, blocks not allowed. Simplified. This is simplified diagram. This is little complicated diagram, complete details. Okay. So I have given you modifiers chapter, complete details, complete knowledge. And now we have interface concept, enum annotation, outer class. As outer class, we have interface, enum annotation. Now interface, simple one statement. Interface, same as class. Interface accessibility modifiers, same as class. Interface accessibility modifiers, same as class. Interface members accessibility modifier, only public. Okay, interface members accessibility modifier, only public. Other accessibility modifiers are not allowed. If you try to take, compiler will throw error. The next annotation is, okay, enum. Next one is what? Enum. Enum accessibility modifiers also same as class. Enum accessibility modifiers same as class. Enum named constants, named constant accessibility modifiers, only public. Only public. Enum constructor, enum constructor accessibility modifier, only private. Only private. Enum other members accessibility modifiers, same as class. Repuje, all people understanding? Same as class. Enum other members accessibility modifier, same as class. So enum has its own members. Okay, enum accessibility modifier same as class, means what? Private and public. Enum named constants accessibility modifier public. Enum constructor accessibility modifier only private. You cannot make it as public default protected. Enum other members accessibility modifier same as class. Okay, next abstract class. Abstract class, final class and its members, accessibility modifiers, same as class. Okay. Then last one, annotation. Annotation and its members, accessibility modifiers, same as interface. Okay, this is the story about accessibility modifiers, full details. మీకందరికీ అర్థమైందని భావిస్తున్నాను. I hope all the people understood. Copy. Yeah, interface means class. Same as class ending, all points about inner class, outer class, everything is same, no difference. Mr. Ajay. Outer interface, inner interface. Outer class, inner class. Same story. Next, there is another important question. What is the default accessibility modifier of programming elements? Okay. Okay, in Java, default means package level. Okay, observe. Class, comma, interface. Abstract class is one type of class. Concrete class is just a class. Final class, enum, and annotation. The default accessibility modifier of is default. All these points are there in the material. Just for your understanding, just I'm revising. The default accessibility modifier of interface members is public. You have to by heart and remember. The default accessibility modifier of abstract class. Simply I'll write class, okay? Class default accessibility modifier of class is default. Class is default. The default accessibility modifier of class members is also default. Default accessibility modifier of interface is default. Default accessibility modifier of interface members is public. Default public. Default accessibility for class is public and its members is also default. Okay, so these two statements are very important, and already I have given some points above. All these points expecting you to practice. Will you practice? That's all accessibility modifier chapter, full details I given. I didn't miss one point also. Shall we start object oriented programming tomorrow? Execution level modifiers. Yeah, execution level modifiers you cannot understand now. If I touch them, you will die. Whatever you learn up to now, everything you will forget. Okay, when situation comes, when time comes, I'll explain. As part of a regular flow, I'll teach them. Any doubts in today's class? Okay, today you need to practice that interview questions. Then only you can remember. All points are there in the material clearly. Practice and available tomorrow. Today class is a confusion class. If you practice, confusion will be cleared. Okay, if you don't practice, confusion will be there forever in your life, because today is a balancing class. Until you don't ride the cycle, you never understand cycle riding. Sometimes you must have to pick yourself up and carry on. Today I give an introduction to points. If you practice, you can understand. Tomorrow you have to come by practice. Then smile face will come. Otherwise, crying face will come. You want to cry or you want to smile, it's in your hand. I hope you will come back with a smile with a bigger eyes. Huh? Ready? Okay? Fine. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you.